Costco is a magical place. You walk in for paper towels and walk out with a kayak, a 10-pound bag of quinoa, and a heaping plate of panic over where you're going
Holy
to store it.
shit, calm
But
down.
no matter what you buy, chances are it has one familiar name on it. Kirkland Signature. People trust it. Like, deeply. Religiously, even. Possibly more than they trust some relatives. And that's why today we're breaking down how Kirkland Signature became Costco's not-so-secret weapon. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History
We don't have a
Food
Costco
channel.
in the Philippines,
After
but we
that,
have an
please leave a
SNR.
comment and let us know what other store brands you would like to hear about. Okay, ready to find out how something that usually screams generic disappointment became one of the most
And
powerful
lenders.
brands in retail history? Before Kirkland, there was Costco. And before Costco, there was, well, a very confusing corporate family tree. Costco was founded in Seattle in 1983 by James Sinegal and Jeffrey Brotman. But it didn't appear out of nowhere. It evolved from an earlier warehouse club concept called Price Club, which was founded by Saul Price in the 1970s. Costco and Price Club then merged in 1993, creating the Costco we know today. And from the start, Costco had a very specific philosophy: sell
Better deals for the bulk for people and to give the people who have to pay for the subscription something good, right?
fewer things, sell them in bulk, keep margins low, treat customers like adults. This wasn't a make the store cute and hike the prices operation. Costco warehouses are bare bones, industrial, and fluorescent lit, like a castle where forklifts have opinions. But the value? That's the whole point. Now enter Kirkland Signature. Kirkland is Costco's private label brand, meaning it's owned entirely by Costco. It debuted in 1995, more than a decade after Costco itself. And at first, it wasn't obvious that this thing would become a juggernaut. The name Kirkland comes from Kirkland, Washington, site of the original headquarters of Costco. And that's a very on-brand thing for Costco. Practical, unflashy, and mildly confusing if you don't live nearby. Anyway, Costco didn't want Kirkland to feel like a store brand. They wanted it to feel like a standalone mark of quality. Something that said, we didn't just slap our name on this, we personally vetted it. And you know what? It worked. What made Kirkland especially weird and powerful?
I like buying their omega 3 the vitamins.
Was it just that Costco created a private label brand? Plenty of retailers do that. Walmart has great value. Target has good and gather. Kroger has whatever's cheapest this week. But Kirkland was different, because Costco made a very un-retail decision early on. They tied their reputation to it. Costco did not want Kirkland to feel like the option you buy when you can't afford the good stuff. They wanted it to be the good stuff, which meant every Kirkland product had to clear a higher bar than the national brand sitting right next to it. Former Costco CEO Jim Sinegal once said that if a Kirkland product wasn't better than the brand name equivalent,
Then what's the point?
it simply wouldn't exist. And this wasn't marketing fluff. Buyers were encouraged to kill products that didn't meet that standard. That's why Kirkland doesn't have a version of everything. There's no Kirkland ketchup just for the sake of it. There's no Kirkland cereal aisle the size of a football field. If Costco doesn't think it can improve on what's already out there, or offer the same quality for meaningfully less money, they won't bother. This is also why Kirkland packaging looks the way it does. It's intentionally boring.
I like Kirkland stuff. I've never had like a Kirkland thing and be like, oh my god, me, I should have bought like the normal brand thingy.
Minimal colors, big labels, almost aggressively unfancy. Costco doesn't want the packaging to sell you, they want the value to. And because Costco shoppers tend to be loyal, repeat customers, Kirkland benefited from something most brands would kill for: instant trust. When members realized Kirkland olive oil was good, they tried the peanut butter. When the peanut butter was good, they tried the batteries.
They sell batteries too?
Although, note from legal,
I'm eating
batteries should
a
not
burger.
be taken internally. Anyhow, all this helped Costco build a brand people would buy sight unseen, which may be low-key terrifying if you think about it for too long. Let's talk about the products, because if you've ever been to Costco, you already know some of these are borderline legendary. First
Oh.
up, the rotisserie chicken.
Oh my god! I love rotisserie chicken!
This bird deserves its own documentary. Costco sells millions of them every year, famously at a loss. They cost $4.99. They're massive, and they're strategically placed at the back of the store. so you have to pass everything else on the way. It's not just food, it's bait. Then there's Kirkland bottled water, which consistently ranks among Costco's top sellers. It's boring, it's cheap, it's everywhere, and people buy it by the pallet like they're preparing for the apocalypse. A few other heavy hitters,
I thought people in America can drink from the tap.
Kirkland olive oil, which is consistently praised for quality and transparency. Kirkland peanut butter, which is famous for having basically one ingredient. Oil. Just kidding. Peanuts. It just has peanuts.
Oh, not everywhere?
Kirkland
Oh.
maple syrup, real, grade A, and Canadian approved. Kirkland pesto, a Costco item that you will definitely catch people hoarding. Kirkland vanilla ice cream, to
Damn, they weren't kidding when you were supposed to buy it from a bulk, dude. Who the fuck needs this much ice cream?
be honest, the only fun fact on it is that it's dangerously good. Then there's Kirkland frozen pizza, which consistently outranks name brand competitors. Kirkland cashews, you'll get a quantity that demands commitment, and you'll want to put a ring on it. And the dark horse, Kirkland vodka. Ah yes, the vodka.
I'm pretty sure the reason why Costco genuinely does well is because they never push it. Their values are still like before. They still want the people to like have a good deal and stuff like that. They never like try to like make as much money as possible. They just want to give you, well, they're trying to make as much money as possible, but while giving you a good deal. You know what I mean? Like a good deal or a good brand or something like really well. It's not too greedy. Like they're not like greedy. The cost margins are super low. Majority of the money comes from the yearly memberships. Yeah. I watched a video about it.
There's a long-running rumor that Kirkland vodka is actually made by Grey Goose. That specific claim has been disputed. But what is true is that Kirkland's vodka is made by high-end distillers and regularly ranks extremely well in blind taste tests. Oh, and the best-selling Kirkland product of all, as of 2022, toilet paper, which feels correct.
Damn! Y'all need that much fucking toilet paper? Holy shit!
Nothing says modern life like bulk paper goods. Part of Kirkland's success also comes from how Costco tests products. Before many Kirkland items go national, they're quietly piloted in select
Guys, in my opinion, I think you save more money just getting a bidet.
regions. If something underperforms, even if it's technically good, it gets pulled. And Costco shoppers are brutally honest. These are people who will return a half-eaten bag of shrimp because the vibes were off. If a Kirkland product survives that environment, it earns its place. There's also the psychological element of bulk buying. When you buy something in Costco quantities, you don't just want it to be cheap.
I feel like I would be addicted to these kinds of stores if I have a kid. Oh my god. Or if I start cooking and I cook for more than me. Oh my god. I am buying in bulk. Oh god.
Want it to be reliable. You're committing. You're entering a relationship. Kirkland understands this. Their products aim to be consistently good.
My
not
parents hate
trendy.
bidets. Damn, dude, that's unfortunate.
That's why they don't chase food fads aggressively. You're not seeing Kirkland branded charcoal lemonade or mushroom infused oat milk yet. Instead, they focus on staples, items you repurchase over and over again. Toilet paper, water, olive oil, nuts, batteries. Things where disappointment would feel personal. And when Kirkland nails those categories, it creates a loop. Good products lead to trust, which leads to repeat purchase.
Yeah, I don't know why. I hate how sometimes brands will just like instead focus on making something that has a quick buck instead of like the real money is when longevity is a thing in your, in your scope. I think it's such a lack of, I don't know, man. Greediness is a crazy thing.
Which leads to larger basket, which leads to more quality, which leads to even more leverage over suppliers. That's why some national brands quietly fear Costco. If Kirkland enters your category and does it well, you don't just lose shelf space, you lose pricing power.
As you should, because maybe, just maybe, you should just be making a better fucking product since you can. If they can do it, then you can do it too. That's your main fucking product.
Of course, not everything Kirkland touches turns to gold. Let's talk about the flops. One of the most infamous failures, Kirkland Light Beer. It was not beloved, to say the least. Reviews ranged from watery to actively hostile to joy. It was eventually discontinued quietly, like that gross kid you just stopped inviting to things. Then there was Kirkland's environmentally friendly laundry detergent, which failed to impress the most important audience, environmental groups. But even regular consumers didn't love it. Turns out, eco-friendly is harder than it looks when you're selling industrial-sized plastic
Oh, I see.
jars. There have been other controversies, including labeling lawsuits, quality disputes, and the occasional product recall. Because when you sell this much stuff, statistically, something has to go awry, right? But Kirkland also just sells some weird stuff, like a guitar effect pedal that John Mayer shouted out, for free, not a brand deal. They have sold luxury watches.
What?
They've sold caskets. They've sold high-end wines. Not to mention entire vacation packages. Costco is basically a store that says, you don't need this, but what if you did? And here's something that doesn't get talked about enough. Kirkland's failures are actually part of why the brand works. Costco isn't
I mean, how can you succeed if you never fail, you know? You can't know your mistakes until you've literally tried to make it something work.
afraid to pull the plug. They don't double down on bad ideas just because they've already invested in them. If something doesn't meet expectations, whether that's customer reviews, sales velocity, or quality benchmarks, it is gone.
That's a good thing though. Holy shit, that's so nice to see that the fact that they're like, okay, we put money into this, it didn't really go well, we can't do it better, and we don't want to put more money into it, making it better. And the other product, this is so much better than ours, might as well just take it out the shelf.
That discipline sends a message to shoppers. If a Kirkland product exists, it passed a test, which means the occasional failure doesn't hurt the brand. It reinforces it. It also sends a message to suppliers. If you're making a Kirkland product, you're replaceable. Costco owns the name. They own the shelf. They own the relationship with the customer. And if quality slips, someone else will gladly take your place. That imbalance of power is rare.
Oh my god, yo, I eat this like almond chocolates. Oh my god, my mom would buy this so goddamn much.
In retail. And it's why Kirkland can demand better ingredients, tighter tolerances, and lower prices. In a way, Kirkland isn't just a brand, it's a threat, a polite, fluorescent-lit threat that has really great food court pizza. Here's the thing about Kirkland. It's not cheap because it's generic. It's cheap because Costco controls everything. See, once upon a time, Costco had 30 different private label brands, which is what most retailers do, different brands for different categories. Sounds organized, but it's actually a bit of a mess. By consolidating everything under one name, Costco accomplished several things at once. 1. Instant brand recognition. 2. Lower marketing costs. 3. Higher perceived quality. 4. More negotiating power with suppliers. And, this is huge, Costco caps its margins. On Kirkland products, Costco generally limits markup to around 15 to 20%.
That is so fair. I wish they stopped marking, especially when it comes to food. Anything above like 50% is unreasonable to me. I think that is so unreasonable, especially when it comes to food. When it comes to like normal products, when it comes to like, let's say branded clothes or whatever, okay, sure, I don't care. It's your choice to buy. But when it comes to food, I feel like it should be illegal to mark up anything with a 50%. Anything higher than that should be illegal.
Lower than most retailers.
If I was president, I would make that happen!
They're not trying to squeeze every penny out of each product. They're trying to keep you coming back. Costco is also extremely picky about what gets the Kirkland label. They don't just slap it on everything. According to Costco leadership, they look for opportunities where national brands are overcharging, commodity prices don't align with retail prices, or the quality can be matched or exceeded. And here's the wild part. Many Kirkland products are actually made by name brands. For example, some brands of Kirkland coffee are made by Starbucks. Kirkland batteries are made by Duracell. Kirkland coffee pods are made by Keurig. Kirkland cranberry juice is made by Ocean Spray. And Kirkland aluminum foil is made by Reynolds Wrap. You might be wondering,
in Canada, basic like eggs can't be taxed? Interesting.
why would those big brands agree to this? Because Costco brings volume. Massive volume. The kind that lets manufacturers run existing production lines at full capacity with guaranteed sales. Costco also controls supply chains tightly, sells in bulk, minimizes packaging changes, and crucially, does not advertise Kirkland products. No commercials, no billboards, no influencers pretending they just discovered it. Well, other than John Mayer. But that wasn't a brand deal, he swears. But the point is, the warehouse is the advertisement. Another underappreciated part of the Kirkland strategy is how Costco uses restraint. Costco carries
That's so nice that they do that.
around 3,500 to 4,000 SKUs, or stock keeping units, at any given time. A typical supermarket carries closer to 30,000. That limitation forces Costco to be ruthless about what stays and what goes. Every Kirkland product has to justify its existence, not just on price, but on space. If something sits too long,
This video is a commercial. I'm pretty sure that they love making videos about almost everything that they could because they have to. That's how they make money. I don't think this is a commercial at all. Also, it'd be kind of illegal to make a commercial without saying it's a commercial.
too slowly or complicated
Not kinda. It is illegal.
logistics, it is out. Costco also avoids constant reformulations. While many brands quietly change ingredients to cut costs, Kirkland is far less likely to do that because consistency is part of the promise. If customers notice a doubt,
I love pesto. Oh my god, I fucking love pesto. Pesto is so nice. I really miss the pesto in the Philippines. I don't really like I got a pesto salad, anything pesto related here. It's not as good. I don't know why. I don't know what happened.
downgrade, they don't complain quietly. They revolt, and Costco listens, which is another weird retail superpower. Members aren't just customers, they're shareholders, critics, and
Make your own pesto is super easy. Really?
unpaid quality control consultants, all rolled into one. All of this adds up to a brand that feels oddly honest. Kirkland doesn't pretend to be artisanal. It doesn't pretend to be luxury. It just promises this is good and it costs less than you think it should, which in modern retail is practically revolutionary.
Almond butter. What?
Modern retail is practically
I have never heard of almond butter before. What?
revolutionary. One last sneaky part of the Kirkland strategy is how Costco uses scarcity without ever advertising it. Because Costco limits
That's an
selection and
American
rotates
classic?
products, Kirkland items feel temporary, even when they're not. Shoppers know that if they love something, they should probably buy it now, because there's no guarantee it'll be there next month. That creates urgency without marketing. No limited edition label.
This to me, as a Filipino, just looks like an SNR or like a Landers. Yeah, like literally. It just looks like an SNR or Landers. Same thing.
No countdown clocks. Just quiet psychological pressure, fueled by experience. Everyone has a Costco story that starts with, they used to
I want to
have
have the same parent company. Actually, sure. Let me see. Does Costco own S&R? Oh my god, it does! No. Wait, what the fuck? Yo, I fucking hate this bullshit. Look at this. I need to stop reading this AI overview. Look at this. Yes, Costco owns S&R membership shopping. Okay, then I press this. No, Costco does not own... Anyway, S&R is owned by Costco Capital. Okay? Is that not the same fucking thing that I asked? Anyway, yeah, no, it is owned. Costco is the Philippines. S&R is a warehouse store similar to Costco. Are Costco and S&R the same? Until it was sold to the Philippine supermarket operator Pure Gold. No! That's why it became shit. It used to be so good, but recently has been so shit. Pizza's so shit now. Wait. Oh my god. Are you serious? Back in the day, S&R was so fucking good. And then I was like, god, it really became shit. As a family, we stopped going to S&R and we went to Landers instead. Damn. Unfortunate.
this amazing thing that I haven't seen it in forever.
Why are you hating on Pure Gold though? Well, if S&R became literally shittier as time goes by, I'm gonna blame when they were gonna sold it. Like when they sold it.
And Kirkland benefits from that mindset. Ultimately, when a new Kirkland product drops, members are more willing.
Back in the day, the S&R pizza used to be so fucking good. So good to the point where I get excited when I would like come with my parents just so I could eat with them to buy the pizza, okay? You don't understand. And then I would be so excited to get my churro, okay? That's when my churro addiction happened, was back in the day, S&R. S&R genuinely made me addicted to churros and their pizza was so good. Now, their dough is shit. Their sauce is shit. Their pizza is so ewy. I hate it so much now. And yeah, no, I didn't know when it happened where it became shit. But now we used to shop at S&R, but now we shop at Landers.
To try it. Not because they were persuaded by ads, but because Costco has trained them to trust
No.
the filter.
Like,
And Costco
even my parents say
never
like, oh my
breaks
god,
character.
we'll never buy from
Kirkland
S&R
doesn't
again.
have a mascot. It doesn't have a social media personality. It doesn't try to be relatable or funny, which somehow makes it more
I personally hate when a brand tries to be so hip and trendy on their social media, it makes me less like them personally because it makes me feel like, okay, so I hate that. I personally hate it. Fucking hate it.
Powerful. Because while other brands are begging for attention, Kirkland is sitting there like, we don't need to convince you. You already braved the Costco parking lot on a Sunday. It's also worth noting that Kirkland doesn't just compete with national brands, it disciplines them. If a brand raises prices too aggressively or cuts corners, Costco can respond by expanding Kirkland's presence in that category. That threat alone keeps suppliers honest. For example, in 2018, Costco dropped the price on a 40 count of their bottled water, forcing Poland Springs to follow suit.
Damn! Oh!
In that sense, Kirkland isn't just Costco's secret weapon. It's the quiet force that helps keep prices down across entire aisles.
That's so scary. I hate when companies have that much power. That's so scary. I'm glad I was with Costco since they seemed like they were nice, but like, holy shit.
And occasionally across an entire industry, all without ever running a single commercial, which might be the most Costco thing of all. By 2024, Kirkland's signature generated an estimated $86 billion in revenue.
See, when you hear that, right, in your ear, you hear 86 billion, and the way that they profitize and everything is by being more safer or like more fairer to the customer and treating the customer like really well. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that it's revenue, not
To
profit?
put that in perspective, that's more than Campbell's, Hershey, and Kellogg's combined. People trust Kirkland because it consistently delivers value, and that trust has ripple effects across the entire industry. When Costco drops prices, competitors often have to follow, even if they don't want to. So Kirkland isn't just a store brand, it's leverage, it's strategy. It's Costco saying, we don't need flashy branding, we just need to be right. And some would say, that's kind of beautiful. In a retail world built on hype, Kirkland wins by doing the unthinkable, staying boring, honest, and relentlessly cheap. So next time you're wandering Costco with a cart full of bulk groceries and existential questions, just remember, Kirkland isn't trying to be fancy, it's trying to be useful. And somehow, that made it one of the most powerful brands in the world. So what?
W video. That was a W video.